You have joined Rodan & Fields as a new consultant and are ready to hit the ground running. I am so excited to share with you today my version of new consultant training. We'll first go over the first 30 days and what you should be doing to make your business successful. Then we'll look at the Rodan & Fields products. We'll take a look at the 3 ways people can buy our products. We'll go on and we'll look at developing your why. We'll take a look at your notebook or Excel file that should contain your inspiration and goals and your contacts. We'll look at Facebook and all the ways that social media can be used to boost your business. We'll take a look at your websites that Rodan & Fields provides and understand how to use each one and the tools that are available from them. We'll look at our compensation structure with Rodan & Fields and understand why it's so important to promote to executive consultant each month and how we get paid and promote from there on. Last but not least, we'll take a look at the training calls and opportunity calls. These are available at your fingertips at your convenience and are very good ways to continue to develop your business and your skills. For your first 30 days, the first thing I would like you to do is take a look at the Team Rockin' Robin's new consultant information at the link at the first bullet. I would like you to please do the homework and share your results with me. You can do this via email, and then we will make sure that you reach the goals that you have in mind. I challenge you to message 200 people within your first 30 days. You can use a message similar to what's here, or you can find other variations on the Rise group page. Feel free to modify it and make it your own. Then I also challenge you to post daily on Facebook and be consistent. Keep posting your usual stuff, but also post Rodan & Fields before and after photos. These get the most attention from your friends, and if you're consistent, you'll be amazed with the results. I also ask that you please join the team pages that are coming up in the further slides. This is where you'll find information on incentives, frequently asked questions, things to learn and keep in mind as you're conducting business. You'll also find other consultants that you can add as friends on Facebook. This is very essential to making Facebook a successful marketing tool. You want to like and comment on these other consultants' posts, and they will return the favor. Doing so will boost your guys' posts in each of your relevant networks. Then I also challenge you to schedule 5 3-way calls and keep asking for more. You can use the private message above for a start to initiate a conversation. And then once somebody responds, you can talk to them a little bit more and say, hey, do you want to chat on the phone? Get on the phone with them and you can easily conference me in, and bam, there's a 3-way call. You could also approach some people that are close to you and say, hey, I need to do a 3-way call for some training. Would you help me out? There are lots of ways that you can get a 3-way call in place. Just do not call it a 3-way call. It sounds intimidating and boring and what is this going to be, a hard sales pitch. That's not at all what it is. It's about sharing our story and sharing Rodan & Fields, the business and the products. And then last but not least on this page, I would like you to schedule at least 2 business launches in your first 30 days. Any business launches that you schedule within your first 30 days, I will present and you invite. And I recommend that you extremely over-invite in order to get the best results. This is where you plant seeds for future consultants, you get preferred customers, and develop interest in your business. Rodan & Fields has 4 main regimens. Reverse is for brown spots and dullness with sun damage. It also has an accelerator pack that can be used to fully attack, more aggressively attack, I'll say, the brown spots and sun damage. We also have Unblemish, which is for acne and post-acne marks. This has the option of a clarifying toner to help clarify the actual breakouts that are happening, or a spot fading toner to clear up the dark marks that are left from acne. We also have a regimen called Soothe, which is for sensitive skin, irritated skin, facial redness, eczema, rashes, bug bites. It's a great first aid regimen. Last but not least, for our regimens, we have Redefine. Once all of your issues have been taken care of with one of the other 3 regimens, you move on to Redefine. This helps with fine lines and wrinkles and even the size of pores. If somebody doesn't have any skin concerns, this is a great regimen to start them on, because the best wrinkle is the wrinkle you never get. We also have essentials and enhancements. The essentials are products like vitamin D supplements, sunscreen, sunless tanners, chapstick for your lips. When you get into the enhancements, there's powder makeup, microdermabrasion for your body, general paste, and for your lips. All sorts of wonderful things in our essentials and enhancements packets. Here we have our 3 beauty tools. These are the top 3 tools that are sending Rodan and Fields to the top of the market. We have acute care patches. These are an alternative to injectable fillers. They have the same ingredients as many of the fillers. You find a wrinkle on your face, you place the patch over the wrinkle, ensure that it's flush with the skin and sealed tight. You go to sleep. The next morning, you take the patch off and your wrinkle is now filled. Wonderful product, top of the line, cutting edge. You'll find this all over in fashion magazines, even in magazines like Forbes. Wonderful product. Same thing with our macro exfoliator, or the macro E as you'll hear it called. This is microderm abrasion treatments at home. You can perform this treatment as much as once a week at home. This replaces a spa treatment of microdermabrasion. With this, you remove 5 million dead skin cells in 5 minutes. This allows your regimens to penetrate fresh new skin and be even more effective. The last tool on this page is the AMP MD roller. This roller leaves little micropunctures in your skin, which helps exfoliate your skin, allows for the regimens to penetrate, and by healing the little micropunctures, your skin is stimulating collagen growth, so that will help fill in your wrinkles as well. Again, these are the top 3 tools that are sending Rodan and Fields sales through the roof and are going to be a huge key to the success of your business. So how do our customers buy the products? They have 3 options. The first option is the one that you chose, to be a consultant. As you know, that takes an investment anywhere between $3.95 to $9.95, and that gives you an initial order of anywhere from 30 to 50% off of the retail price. You do have a monthly business overhead if you continue to sell the products. This has your consultant replenishment product order, which is $80 worth of product at a minimum, and then your Pulse subscription, which is your website and back office software, for $24.95 a month. Really a great price for maintaining a business. 25% off of all future orders, and everything you order is a tax write-off. You then have business tax write-offs as well for your home office, travel expenses, meal expenses, many things that you can now write off as a small business. You also are under no obligation to sell. So if somebody wants to come in as a consultant exclusively for the 25% off, that's okay as well. Then you turn off their CRP and their Pulse website, so there is not a monthly business overhead involved with that. It's a fantastic option for some people. Number 2 is to come in as a preferred customer. This is 10% off and free shipping. There is a one-time $19.95 fee. Many consultants reimburse this fee and send either a check or PayPal to the customer to cover that fee. It is totally up to you if you would like to do that and start your preferred customers off that way. Preferred customers get us return orders typically. This again is a great way for people to buy. Option number 3 is retail. No discounts, no free shipping, no perks. It's just they buy straight off the website at the price they see, then pay shipping. Whichever way they buy, they get a 60-day empty bottle money back guarantee. All of our products are always guaranteed. All right, let's move on to your business side. Let's look at developing your why. This is your short story to tell how you got involved with Rodan & Fields and the results that you're seeing and where you see it going for you. You try to keep this brief, between 30 and 45 seconds. You don't want to rattle on for an hour. You want to talk about who you are and what you do by trade. What were you looking for when you found Rodan & Fields? Were you simply looking for new skincare or for a business opportunity? How did you find Rodan & Fields? Did I approach you? Did somebody else approach you? Did you see changes in somebody's skin? What was it? Then, what impressed you most? This is a very important part of your story. It shows credibility, and people will love to hear what you found impressive. Now, next you tell about what it's doing for you. If you're just starting, you can talk about what you plan on it doing. I plan on it giving me the best skin ever. I plan on it replacing my income. I plan on it covering a future car payment. Then for your last closing statement, talk about what the best part is. You always want to say this line, and you want to fill in for what it's doing for you. Don't make this part about financial freedom unless that's actually the case for you right now. So the best part is it's giving me the best skin I've ever had. The best part is it is already covering a car payment. Whatever it is for you, make this your story. Your notebook or Excel file. This is something that I want you to create and use this to track all of your prospects and customers. So if you're a traditional person, you can do this with a handwritten notebook, or if you're a little bit more techie, please use an Excel file. Go ahead and start with page 1. On there, I want you to put down a quote that inspires you. On page 2, list 10 traits that you would like your ideal team members to have. Think of building your dream team. Who do you want on there, and what kind of traits would they have? On page 3, begin your prospect list. This is anybody and everybody that you can think of. I'm going to jump down to the last bullet here because you can get a jump start on that by exporting your contacts from Facebook. I've put a link to the tutorial, and you can use that to start your prospect list. But then use the memory jogger that you'll find in the welcome letter and the Team Rockin' Robins page to jog your memory and get all of those people in your network listed in your file or in your notebook if you're doing it by hand. On page 4, I want this to be your recruiting list. And this may not actually be page 4, but it's the next section of your notebook or Excel file. On this page, I want you to start listing out anybody that you think would be fantastic at the business, anybody that you want on your team. And then for page 5, this is anybody who said, hey, I'm just interested in the product. I don't care about your business. I don't want to join the business, but I would love to hear more about the products. Or if these are your preferred customers, somebody who started using the products, put them on this page. And again, it may not actually be page 5, but it's your next section of your notebook or Excel file. And I want you, as you reach out to each and every one of these people, write down when you reached out to them and how you reached out to them, and then what their level of interest was. What did they say? Did they say, leave me alone? Did they say, not right now? Money's tight? Things like that. Just a quick little summary so that you know as you come back around and revisit these people what the issue was and make sure that you've addressed their concern. Additionally, doing this will help you to ensure that you're not bugging the same 15 to 20 people all the time. The same 15 to 20 people will tend to keep coming to your mind, but you want to make sure you reach out to your entire network, and this will help you. This will also help you keep track of those 200 people that you're sending messages to privately and what their responses are as well. Facebook team pages. How are we going to leverage Facebook for our business? There are lots of great ways. First, I'm going to start out with letting you know that you should start a list, not a group, a list that is one for prospects, which for me, this is pretty much all of my friends that are on Facebook are in my prospects list. If you create a list, people cannot tell that you're adding them to a list. If you create a group, they will see that you're adding them to a group. So make sure it's a list. Add your friends that are already on Facebook to that list. Then create another list and call this Rodan and Fields or RNF. As you start friending other consultants, make sure you put them in this list. This makes it easier as you go through and work with Facebook, as I'll explain on some slides coming up. So, to find other new consultants, you can use the groups below. There's the Rise Above team page, the TNT team page, Lauren's Lineup, Jonathan and Jody's Jammers, and Glow and Grow. I should have already added you to these pages. If you're enrolling a new consultant, please add them to these pages as well. And then you will create your own team page and have your consultants on that page. Watch these pages again for incentives, for frequently asked questions, things like that. Settings. You can turn off the notifications for these groups, or you can set them to friends only or just highlights. You want to check these pages regularly though for incentives and the latest news. You can add more or less pages as necessary. There are many more Rodan and Fields teams, all the way up to Rockin' Robins, which is Sarah Robbins' webpage, group page. And then there are before and after pages for Rodan and Fields. Pick what you want, join what you're comfortable with, and then you can mark them as favorites if you would like so that they stay relevant not only in your newsfeed, but over on the left-hand side when you're on the computer, you can see them very easily right away. Facebook events and files. Within each of those team pages that I've talked about, you will find an events tab, which will have things like training calls, team meetings, business launches, opportunity meetings, convention, lots of meetings and team events. Feel free to join any of these and go to any of these at your convenience. Also, there are files on each and every one of these team pages. These files are for your use. You've got training, notes on products, invites, reminders about how to conduct business, invites for different types of business launches or home events, frequently asked questions. You have a question from a customer that you don't know how to answer? Take a look at some of these team pages. You have a little box with a magnifying glass. Type in kind of the brief part of your question of what you're looking for, the topic, and then lots of ideas will come up, similar situations, and you can then use that to answer your questions. Of course, you can always come to me as well, but if for some reason I'm not answering quick enough, feel free to give that a shot. Okay, Facebook and posting daily. This comes back to where we've created our lists for Rodan and Fields and for prospects. So first, for your Rodan and Fields list, you want to go through and like and comment on those consultants' pictures that are relevant for Rodan and Fields. You'll find that they'll do the same for you. What this does is it keeps your post in the newsfeed of your network. It will do the same for that consultant as well. Then you want to go to your prospects list and make sure that you like and comment on whatever it is that they're posting as well. Again, this keeps your posts in their news feed. Then on your page, you want to continually, daily, consistently post before and after pictures or something about Rodan and Fields, whether it's a business opportunity post or an opportunity call. Keep posting. You will be amazed at the results. Many people are worried about being too pushy or annoying by posting on Facebook too much. This is one rebuttal to that is, if you were told you were going to make 5 figures within 9 months by posting, if you had to stand on your head, would you still do it? Of course you would, right? Same thing with Facebook. Be consistent, just do it. And on top of that, you'll find that most people are not annoyed by it. They don't see every single post that you put up. Most people are intrigued and love to see the results of the before and after photos. You'll get people messaging you and reaching out to you, asking what the products can do for them. Okay, your websites. We all have a .com and a .biz website as long as we're paying the $24.95 Pulse subscription. The XXXX represents what you chose when you first signed up as a consultant. Mine, for example, is felecia.myrnf.com and felecia.myrnf.biz. We also have an email, which is that name, so mine's Felecia at myrnf.com. So with your .com site, we'll start there. This is where you want to have customer orders placed, whether it's retail or preferred customers. This is also where you will find your solution tool. It's in the lower right-hand corner. You can send people there on their own, or you can walk them through it. I also want you to be sure you understand the checkout process on the .com site. This is very important for the preferred customer process, making sure that the person understands that yes, there's a $19.95 fee, and whether or not you're going to reimburse that, you can let them know, and that they can push out all of their orders. They are under no obligation to have a replacement order sent to them. It will send a reminder in 2 months. It does not just ship, they do send reminders, and you can push it out for up to a year. So it's a wonderful thing, and really it's no obligation. And we want to remember that ordering as a preferred customer is best for us as well as for the customer. Okay, you also have a .biz site. Your .biz site is where you sign up new consultants. I want you to use that for that. It has the 3 consultant kits on there. It has information about Rodan and Fields as a business, lots of information. It's a great tool. This is also where you have access to Pulse. Pulse is your back end or your back office where you manage your business. You have a dashboard, e-communications or e-coms. This is your email and different templates to send out emails for customers. You have flyers here, invitations. You have an area for the RF Mall, which is where you can buy business cards and promotional tools if you're going to be setting up at a large event. Lots of great things available there. And then this is also where you check your email. So again, it's a great thing to familiarize yourself with. Again, I want you to be sure to understand the checkout process for a new consultant. When you first go in and pick the level of kit that they have purchased, whether it's the $9.95, $6.95, or $3.95, you get to select their additional regimen that is being ordered, and then as you continue the checkout process, you will see that they get to select their name for the .biz and the .com site, which again also feeds into their email, making sure that they understand that initially you want to do the express checkout with them. This will place the $300 booster kit in their cart for the CRP order, and will leave their Pulse subscription on. Once they have finished their consultant sign up, you can then later revisit their CRP order as it gets closer to the shipment date. Take a look at that booster kit with them and see if they want it. It is $300 for almost $600 worth of product. It is a wonderful deal, but some consultants don't need those items. Others want them. There are many times consultants that are looking for a CRP booster kit because they either missed the boat and didn't order theirs, or they just want another one because they love the products. Lots of reasons. So feel free to share that kit as well, and that will help somebody to meet their CRP the next month. Alright, the compensation structure is what we're going to start with now, and we're going to look at how do you become an executive consultant. What does that mean? In short, that means you have $100 in your SV bucket and $600 in your PSL1V, or you may hear this also called PSQV. So how do I get $100 in my SV bucket? You have two ways. You can do this with your monthly consultant replenishment product, or you can do this, that's your product and your subscription to Pulse, or you can do this by getting $100 in retail sales. Either way, you're covered. To achieve the $600 in the PSL1V or PSQV, there are many ways you can do that. You can do this by recruiting new consultants, by selling regimens, or tools. Any of this counts in your PSQV or PSL1V. Right, don't be intimidated by this busy slide. This is going to talk more about how we get paid and how we promote. So we'll start over in the right hand corner. There are your buckets for SV and PSL1V. You've got $600 and $100, each one showing you what kinds of things go into those buckets. When you first sign up and you're just a consultant getting profit and commission, if you do not have the $600 in your PSL1V, you will get 10% of your sales. Now, once you get that $600 filled in your PSL1V bucket, you promote to executive consultant, and you now get 15% off of both of those buckets. It's a wonderful thing. Now, we'll take a look at your generational pay volume of 5%. You have you in the middle. You can grow out to infinity and beyond. It's a wonderful program where you can get as wide as you can go. Then, as far as going deep, they only count legs if it's an executive consultant. So you may have several consultants with PCs, and you'll get paid on those as a generation 0. Then if you look at the leg that's in the middle that has a consultant, then an EC, that EC counts as a generation 1. So you will get paid at a generation 1 level through there. If you take a look at the leg off to the right, you can see where they start counting generation 1 and generation 2 as well. With this, you need to be at a level 2 to get paid to a generation 2. Our levels are described in the upper left-hand corner. A level 1 has 1 EC leg. A level 2 would have 2. A level 3 has 4 EC legs. A level 4 has 6 EC legs, and a level 5 has 8 EC legs. And you can continue to grow beyond a level 5. I'm just choosing to stop there for today. Now, in the lower left-hand corner, this is where you can see that you always get paid on profit, which is the retail comm there, which is your difference between retail and wholesale price, typically about 25%. Then you have your PC commission, which is the PC price difference between PC and wholesale, plus your 15% if you have made executive consultant level. Again, that's having $100 in your SV bucket and $600 in your PSQV bucket. If not, you will still get 10% of that. So it's still very profitable, and I have to say I have had no problems reaching the $600 in my PSQV bucket, and I am sure you will not either. All right, here's our two buckets again, SV and PSQV, or PSL1V. So sales volume is what SV stands for. PSQV is personally sponsored qualifying volume, or personally sponsored level 1 volume. That's where you get the L1 that you've been seeing as well. So sales volume includes your Pulse website subscription, your consultant replenishment program, which is at least $80 worth of product you get to choose, and retail orders. You can have any combination of these. So let's say you get $20 in retail orders. You can order only $60 out of your CRP, and with your Pulse website still have enough to make your $100 in your SV bucket. I tend to use my consultant replenishment program to order everything I need for my mini facials. So I'm always hitting at least the $80 between the little sample packs for the MD paste, the night renewing serum, and the lip renewing serum. Then we have PSQV. This includes your preferred customer orders, consultant kits or orders from consultants, and your consultants' SV buckets as well. So again, it's pretty easy to get to the $600 if you're just starting out and you only have PCs. It typically takes anywhere from 4 to 5 orders to get to $600. And being that you have an entire month to get those, it usually happens. To be commissionable, you have to have $100 in your SV bucket. You will always get paid profit. To reach executive consultant, you have to have $100 in your SV bucket and $600 in your PSQV bucket. Okay, training calls. Listed here are 3 different training calls that you can access and continue to grow your knowledge and continue training. This is a great resource to have that really you have to access at any time that you're available. Yes, they have live dial-ins and they have the times listed, but if you can't make it, there's always a playback available for 1 week. I like to listen to these in the morning, so I may not make like the Sunday evening calls or the Monday evening calls, but on Monday morning and Tuesday morning, I'm usually listening to the replays as I get ready and get my kids ready for school. So it's a great way to multitask. There are also opportunity calls. This is a great way for your friends and your network, your family, to go ahead and call in anonymously and listen in, learn what the business is about and what the products is about. It does typically focus more on the business opportunity, but this gives them a no pressure, no obligation way to do this. So you'll see that I typically post the Sunday calls on my timeline, and again, it has a replay so that if they can't make the Sunday 7 p.m., they can still call in and hear the same information. There's also a Wednesday night opportunity call that is with Tracy Bonds, and that's listed here as well. So this concludes my version of the new consultant training, and I am excited to work with you and look forward to seeing how we grow together. Thank you for joining the team.